Most people think they know the Italian Mafia. They don't. What they know is a movie version, a cleaned-up, Hollywood-approved version with suits and opera music and men kissing each other on the cheek. The real thing is different. The Ndrangheta doesn't want to be on your TV screen. It doesn't want to be talked about at all. It is the most powerful criminal organization on Earth right now, and most people can't even pronounce its name. It controls 80% of Europe's cocaine supply. It moves more money than some countries. It has cells operating on 6 continents. And it has done all of this quietly for over 150 years from a small mountain region in southern Italy called Calabria. Today, we're going inside. Every rank, every initiation, every oath, and every consequence. This is what your life looks like at every level of the Ndrangheta.
You don't apply. You're born into it, or you earn your way in through proximity and loyalty over years. Either way, when the moment comes, it comes quietly. Someone you trust tells you it's time. There's no ceremony yet. Not yet. At this level, you are a picciotto, a foot soldier, the bottom of the ladder. Your job is simple. Do what you're told, don't ask questions, and don't talk. That last one is the most important. The Ndrangheta operates on a code of silence so strict that it makes the Sicilian Mafia's omerta look casual. Here they call it the same thing, but they enforce it differently. Violations aren't warned, they're punished immediately and permanently. As a picciotto, your daily life looks like this. You run errands, you watch corners, you move packages you're not allowed to know the contents of. You deliver messages, you keep your mouth shut at the dinner table when your wife asks why you came home at 3 a.m. The money at this level is not good. You are not rich, you are useful. But here is what keeps you going. You know what's above you. You've seen older men in your town walk differently, talk differently, be treated differently. You move more significant weight now. You handle money. You attend meetings where business is discussed, though you mostly listen. You are building a track record. Every successful job, every test of loyalty, every moment where you could have talked and didn't, it all goes into an invisible ledger that the men above you are reading carefully.
Differently. You've watched people cross the street to show respect to men who never raise their voice. You want that. And this is the only path. This is where your life changes permanently. The initiation ritual of the Ndrangheta is unlike anything in the criminal world. It is ancient, it is theatrical, and it is binding in a way that most people alive today cannot fully understand. You are brought into a room with senior members. A senior figure cuts your finger. Your blood is placed on a holy card, usually an image of the Archangel Michael, the patron saint of the Ndrangheta. The card is burned. You hold the ashes in your hands as they burn, and you swear an oath. The oath says you entered the Ndrangheta by fire, and you will leave only by fire. There is no exit clause. You are now a camorrista, a full member. You are now officially part of an undrina, the family unit that forms the foundation of the entire organization. Your life now has structure. You have a clear superior. You have brothers, not in a metaphorical sense, but men who would die for you and expect the same back. The organization provides for your family if something happens to you. Your children will be cared for. Your wife will be respected. But you are also now watched. Everything you do reflects on your undrina. Every mistake you make is their mistake. Every dishonor you bring is their dishonor. The pressure is invisible, but total.
Most men spend years at Camorrista. Some spend their whole lives there. To become a scarista, you need to have demonstrated something the organization doesn't take lightly: a willingness to use violence when ordered, without hesitation and without sentiment. This is the rank where men prove they can hurt people, not because they enjoy it, not randomly, but on command, professionally, without leaving traces and without talking about it afterward. The Ndrangheta is not chaotic. Violence here is strategic. It is always a message, an unpaid debt, a threat to power, a betrayal that needs to be answered, and the scarista is the man who delivers that message. Your life at this level is more dangerous, but also more respected. You walk into a room and people adjust. You are offered things, drinks, seats, information before you ask. You also now have direct access to decisions. You're told why things are happening, not just what to do. You understand the business at a deeper level. You know which families control which territories. You know which politicians are on the payroll. You know where the money flows and where it disappears. This knowledge is valuable. It is also what makes you more dangerous to the organization if you ever decided to leave or talk, which is why leaving is now less possible than ever. Here is where the Ndrangheta becomes something most people don't expect. The Santista rank is sacred, literally. At this level, a man undergoes a second initiation, this one steeped in quasi-religious symbolism. The imagery shifts. There are references to the Holy Trinity, to sacrifice, to resurrection. Some researchers describe this ceremony as blending Catholic iconography with older, darker traditions from the mountains of Calabria. A Santista is a man who has crossed from the criminal world into something the organization considers almost spiritual. He is trusted, he is tested, he has survived. At this level, you are now a senior figure in your Ndrangheta. You manage men below you, you collect from territories, you negotiate, you make decisions about whether violence is necessary, which means you also make decisions about men's lives. You no longer do the work yourself, you direct it. Your money is now serious. You live well, not flashily because the Ndrangheta values invisibility, but well. Good house, clean car, your family wants for nothing. Nobody talks about where the money comes from. In your community, you are a man of standing. People bring their problems to you, disputes between neighbors, business disagreements, personal conflicts. You mediate, you decide. Your word carries the weight of the organization behind it. You are now inseparable from the structure you're part of.
The name tells you everything. Vangelo means gospel. A man who holds this rank has been entrusted with the deepest knowledge of the organization's structure, its secrets, its codes, and its history. He carries it the way a priest carries doctrine. This is not a management position. This is a position of authority. Vangelo sits above the daily operations. He is consulted. He resolves conflicts between families. He interprets the rules when situations arise that don't have clear answers. He is a living archive of the organization's traditions. His life is controlled and strategic. He does not draw attention. He does not appear in news. He does not make threats. Men at this level don't need to threaten. Everyone already understands. The danger at this level is different. You're no longer threatened by enemies on the street. You're threatened by politics, by shifting alliances, by ambitious men below you who are patient and watching. To survive here, you must be a tactician. Above the Vangelo sit ranks that most researchers can only partially document because the men who reach them have been invisible to the outside world for decades. Di quartino, di crimine, di capocrimine, the supreme rank held by a single man elected by the heads of the most powerful families. At this level, the Ndrangheta is not a street organization. It is a multinational operation. It has money in real estate in Germany, Australia, Canada, and Brazil. It has influence over legitimate businesses, political figures, and financial systems. The man at the top of this structure does not look like what you imagine. He is probably older. He probably lives in Calabria. He probably attends church every Sunday. He has never been photographed carrying a weapon. He doesn't need to be. Here is what you need to understand about every rank in the Ndrangheta. The organization gives you things: community, money, protection, identity, a code to live by when the outside world feels chaotic and meaningless. But it takes things, too. It takes your freedom to leave. It takes your ability to have a private crisis without it affecting the people around you. It takes the version of yourself that existed before that first initiation, before the blood on the holy card, before the ashes in your hands. That version doesn't come back. Men who try to leave quietly disappear. Men who talk to police do not live peaceful lives afterward. Even informants who are relocated under government protection live with the knowledge that the organization has a long memory and no deadline. The Ndrangheta has survived wars, Italian unification, fascism, the entire 20th century, and every law enforcement campaign that has ever targeted it. It has adapted every time. It has endured every time. Because it is built on something harder to destroy than money or territory. It is built on family, on blood, on oaths made in fire. And fire, as they'll tell you at your initiation, doesn't forget.